What's up guys, Peter here from Reviews on Anything. In this video we're talking headphones, wireless headphones to be more specific. Now in an earlier video we looked at these, the Earbud Freedoms, which are wireless Bluetooth headphones that are super small and sound amazing, so we like them a lot. But they might be wireless from your device, they're certainly not wireless from each other, there's still the cord in between to consider. Luckily for us though, a company called EARIN got in touch and they make these, the EARIN wireless earbuds, that are truly without a wire. There's nothing connecting it to, and there's no connection to your device other than the Bluetooth connection. Now all the technology is crammed in these two tiny pods, and they're sort of part of a whole new generation of truly wireless listening options out there. There's a whole range of Kickstarter projects going on that all promise to deliver something similar. Now, these are something I'm actually pretty excited about because they've done this properly. As you'll see later in the video, anything from the design to the functionality to the unboxing experience, it's really something from the next generation. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into it. I'm going to show you all you get in the box and how good these buds actually are. Alright, so here we are with the box of the EARIN wireless earbuds. Now, I don't usually do unboxings, but this is such a nice experience that I wanted to share it with you anyway. You get this wooden box with the EARIN logo on the front and your contents on the back. And it feels nice in the hand already. It has some nice weight to it and it feels very solid. Despite it being wood, it is magnetic, as you can see. And when you open it up, you're presented very nicely with some instructions here on how to use and pair your earbuds. The earbuds themselves, obviously, that actually snap in here magnetically as well. You get a little box with accessories and you get the charging pod or cradle or whatever you want to call it. Have a look at the accessories. You can see hopefully that it's marked all here what's in there, which is just, you know, it's not necessary, but it's such a nice touch, and it's actually part of, you'll see later in the video as well, the whole experience is thought through. This is very nice. When you open this up, you're already happy with the product without even using it. And with good right so. This is not cheap. This will cost you 250 euros here in Europe. So, you know, it's an expensive high-end product. And for that you want at least nice presentation and obviously functionality as well, as we'll look at later. But this is very well done. Now, accessories slides open like this. You get a little flat micro USB charging cable, which, you know, it's pretty pointless, I think, to have one this short, which means you will have to charge your device and have this cradle very close to your socket, which I don't really understand. You know, there's no more room in the packaging for a bigger cable, I get that. But, you know, I don't think this is really functional. But that aside, let's pour all these out. Oh, don't run away. You get some Comply foam ear tips in two sizes, which is actually quite nice. The Comply foam is nice and sticky, so they stay in your ear really well. It's also good for noise cancellation, passive noise cancellation obviously. And if you might have trouble keeping them in, which we'll get to in a minute as well, you can use these stabilizer fins, which are a lot like the ear fins from Earbud, that you put around the earbuds and sort of push this into your ear so it sits a bit tighter. And that's all you get in the box, you know, nothing more to see here. There's from out of the box a bit of charge in here already, so you can charge the buds before connecting them, and actually that is how they instruct you to proceed as well. Now we'll get to the charging cradle in a bit more detail in a bit, but let's for now have a look at the earbuds themselves before we dive into them a bit deeper. They're machined, so that's quite nice. It has a good texture here on the edges, which makes it, you know, feel confident in the hand that you're not going to drop them. It has the EARIN logo here, which is quite nice, looks really good. It's sort of a gold metallic kind. I haven't put the tips on, as you can see yet, but this is the part that actually provides you with the music. And as you can imagine, since there's no wire or no remote control, all the drivers, batteries and other tech is housed in these two tiny pods that are still super light. So it's quite the accomplishment they've managed to cram so much in here without compromising the weight too much. Because you can imagine obviously that the weight is an issue, since this is the only thing that is, you know, there's nothing keeping it together, and this goes into your ear right away, so you don't want it to be too heavy. Now that also has to do with choosing the functionality. This is purely a listening experience, so there's no microphone built in, there's no you know, external connectors or anything. This is purely to listen to music, and that is it. I actually think that's a wise choice, because obviously the more functionality you try to build in, you know, you need, if you want buttons or a remote or a microphone, that is all going to add to the size and the bulk of the device. And you know, since this has no wire, so there's no inline remote possible or anything, everything has to be in here. And I think actually they've made a good choice leaving that functionality out and making this a purely audio experience without interruptions. Now, of course, we have to have a look at the charging cylinder, which also serves as your carry device. This is both very elegant and a very functional solution on taking the buds with you without losing them, because obviously you don't want to stuff two loose earbuds in your pocket. So this serves as the charging cradle. There's a micro USB port right there, so you can just plug it into your phone charger. But it also serves as the way you carry your earbuds around. And there's actually a battery inside. That means you can charge your earbuds on the go as well, so you don't always have to connect to a plug. Now it's, I'm not sure if it's aluminium, but at least some kind of metal. Feels very nice and solid in the hand, has a bit of weight to it as well. And it's quite small, as you can see, compared to my hands. If we compare it to my Hero GoPro Session, it's quite small. And something else, sort of a random object, a stapler. So you have a bit of an idea of the size. It's pretty much like a very thick whiteboard marker. That's what it resembles. Now this is smooth with the EARIN logo here, nothing on this side, micro USB on this side like I already said. There's also a little loop for a lanyard here if you want to, you know, have a bit more security, put it on a key ring or whatever. There's one LED light here for charging, so when it's charging it'll actually light up. And it slides open like so, which reveals the earbuds themselves. Now important, obviously, is you can see I got the silicone tips on here, is that you can store them and charge them with the tips on, so you don't have to mess around with taking them on and off. So that's actually quite smart that they made enough room for that. As far as, you know, is it a solid thing? Obviously when it slides out like this, it's a bit vulnerable, I'd say. But overall, you know, you're not going to do anything crazy with this, so yeah, I think it should be fine. One thing to note though is that when you pop the earbuds out, this one is no problem, obviously, because you're pulling against the mechanism, but pulling this one out can be tricky because it slides back in. So you have to, you know, peel around a little bit to get it out. Now you can see two on each side, the golden pins for charging, obviously, which is actually quite smart because they connect with the gold EARIN logo on the earbuds themselves. So that's how the charging is done. So it's both, you know, stylish and functional at the same time. There's nothing else you can do with it really. You know, you store your buds and you charge your buds this way. But it's a very elegant solution, I think. Easy to carry around. Looks good, feels good in the hand, and you know, this is not something that you're going to lose anytime soon. It is a bit slippery though, even though this part is ribbled. So, you know, if you have very loose pockets and open pants and whatever, it might slide out, but that's, you know, where the loop for the lanyard comes in, so you can be sure not to lose it. This is really, really all you use it for. So, you know, traveling, going around with your earbuds, you just pop them in like this. You can see the LED light up for a little bit of charge, and that's really it. Important to note as well is that since there's no on and off switch on the buds themselves, as soon as you pop them out, they're on. So they'll connect to your device pretty much instantly as soon as you take them out, after you pair them, of course. And that's really it. So, you know, you take them out, pop them in your ear, listen to music. When you're done, pop them back in here, close it up, and that's it. So yeah, a very elegant, functional way to carry their buds around and to charge them on the go. And I think it's actually quite nice that they included the battery in here as well, so you don't always have to go to a plug. Alright, so it's crunch time. What do we make of the EARIN wireless, truly wireless Bluetooth earbuds? There's a few things to cover. First of all, the big one. Are they going to fall out of your ears? Short answer, no. Thanks to the Comply foam tips, thanks to the extra ear fins, and thanks to the overall lightness of the earbuds, it hasn't happened to me. I tested them in running, walking down the stairs, doing sports, biking around, even in the car. They haven't fallen out of my ears. What I do need to mention is that it is maybe slightly tricky to keep them together. You can imagine when you take them out and put them on the table, that's where things start to potentially go wrong. Thankfully, in this fantastically designed charging and carry case, that doesn't really happen. As long as you're careful with it, all should be well. It's pretty cool actually that they include this, not only to charge your earbuds, which I think they worked around pretty well without having strange adapters or anything, but also just to carry them around and to keep them with you. You don't have to put them loosely in your pocket. This is a very stylish and elegant way to both charge and carry them, I think. So that's a good job on EARIN's part. So yeah, they don't fall out of your ears, and that sort of anxiety you have, maybe like, oh, they're loose, they could fall out any moment, that's gone after an hour using them. So I don't see any problems there. Second thing we need to address is the price. 250 euros is a lot of money for earbuds, and obviously for that kind of money there's a whole range of brands and options you can look at. Is it worth it? I'll leave it up to you to decide. Personally, I don't mind spending a lot of money on a very good product, and this is a very good product. From the unboxing experience, to the feel of the charger, to the feel of the buds themselves, to the sound quality, to the app that you can use to change your sound settings. It's a very, very thought through product that actually delivers on all its promises, on lightness, on battery life, on functionality, and on sound, and on design as well. So I'd say if you're in the market for earbuds around that price point, yes, absolutely, these are worth the money. If you think 250 euros is a lot of money to spend on earphones, or on earbuds in this case, it's probably not for you. This is a high-end product no matter how you twist or turn it, and there's a lot of options available for a lot less money as well. So that is, a personal decision for you on how much budget you have for your earphones. Obviously, another important thing is sound quality. I like it. For the size, obviously you can't expect that they sound as good as full-head studio monitors and so on. Fair enough. But for the size, they actually deliver quite a punch in sound, and thanks to the app you can change the sound to your own preference, a little bit like Jaybird does with its music app. You can boost the bass, you can just make it a bit more your own kind of sound, which is really nice, and I think that's a trend actually for all headphones going forward, but you can really customize it and make it your own. Overall, should you buy these? Yes. If you have the money to spend 250 euros on earbuds, these are a very, very, very good option for you. Not to mention, you shouldn't look around for other brands and other solutions, but this is a product well done, well executed, well designed, that delivers on all its promises, and it will make you feel very good when you buy it and open the box. I like them a lot. I think they're a really big step forward in terms of the headphone game, so to speak, and I can't wait till sort of the next version of products that they bring out. This is Peter from Reviews on Anything with a look at the EARIN truly wireless Bluetooth earbuds. Thank you, EARIN, for providing us with a review unit. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!